inhale them up on the right. Doing our best to focus inward on the breath and on keeping the body at ease. Remembering the effortless effort, Wu Wei. And after this exhale, we inhale the hands at center and then exhale. Send that left hand out and across. Inhale back in nice and slow and then exhale right hand. Dipping in the knees as you exhale and using the wrist to hold the palm facing forward and keeping it moving. And after this exhale, on the inhale, the left hand makes a circle, and on the exhale, the right hand makes a circle. Crosses the chest, circles, and then crosses the belly and comes back up. Inhaling left, exhaling right. And after this exhale, on the inhale, we're going to step the left foot forward and out. And on the exhale, reach down for the healing water. Inhale it up over the body. Right hand on top. Remember, press into the front foot. Hug that tummy in as you fold down. And you might be rocking on your feet.
Also do it in a chair.
And after this inhale, we'll stay upright and exhale that slow flow forward. Inhale it back in, still rocking on the feet. And again, you're turned a little bit to the side here.
Excuse me.
And after this exhale, we're going to open the arms out on the inhale and let them flow back towards each other on the exhale. Inhale, fill the balloon. Exhale, empty. And after this exhale, we're going to inhale, soft fist at our side, and exhale, that left one slowly comes out. The knees stay a little bit bent for this one. And as the fist comes to our side, the fingers face up. And as it comes out, the fingers rotate down. Keeping it moving, nice and soft. So the thumb is on the outside of the hand. Fingers are just barely curled into a fist. And after this inhale, we'll exhale. The hands come down and inhale like a bird. Perhaps at the end of the inhale, lifting onto the toes and using the wrists to open the hands outward. Remember, keep that same breath pace throughout our movements. And after this one, we have the chi ball, inhaling it up on the left side and exhaling down on the right. And after this exhale, reverse. And after this exhale, inhale the left hand and the right knee up. Baby lift. Exhale down. And then inhale, switch. Pressing into your standing foot. Remember, you can keep both feet on the ground. Just imagine you're bringing that knee up if you'd like.
You can do it seated.
Finishing with the right hand up. And now
Lift your knee if you want.
on the inhale, we bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, out and down. At the end of this next exhale, the palms meet at the root. In the inhale, those hands very slowly rotate fingers out. And on the exhale, they come forward and down, fingers face back down. Dipping in the knees on our exhales. Remember, the hands are slowing way down so we can keep that breath at the same pace with the movement. And after this exhale, we're going to step that left foot forward and right hand. Inhale on the back foot looking left, and exhale on the front foot looking right. After this exhale, we'll switch. Take a breath to do it. Inhaling on that right foot inhale on the back foot, exhale on the front foot. And now we're going to switch legs again. And on the next exhale, we're taking the negative chi down the leg. So that front leg will switch. The front leg stays straight. You're on the ball of that foot, hugging the tummy in as you fold down, releasing that negative chi. And after the right leg, we're going to inhale those hands over to the left. And then exhale, swoosh the energy by over to the right. So remember, it's a flow facing left, and then a flow facing right. The hand you're turning towards is the one that's on top. And after this exhale, we have that clockwise loop, and then point the fingers, flow the foot and hands across. Counterclockwise loop, and point and flow. So remember, you turn to one side, and then send the foot and hands to the other side. Turn on the inhale, flow on the exhale. And when you're ready, hands come to the hips. On the next inhale, that left knee comes up. Exhale, send the heel out. Inhale it up, and exhale down. Right leg. So remember, these breaths are a little bit faster than the other ones. And after this exhale, we inhale the hands in a loop and turn to the side, sink into a lunge. Inhale, switch directions, send the other foot back. Remember, it doesn't matter how deep you sink. It could be very small, it could be very big. Whatever you feel like doing today. Turning to the side for each one. Good. And now back to center. The inhale takes a soft fist up in front of the body. The exhale, palms face forward and down. And then we're back to the beginning. Inhale, float those arms up in front. Exhale, down the side of the ball. Noticing the effortless effort way. Just doing our best. Next inhale, the arms come up and out. Exhale in and down the side of that balloon. Finding the grace. And next inhale, the arms come up overhead and over to the left. Exhale to the right. Remember, we're keeping the breath at the same pace. So now the arms have slowed down. Inhaling nose, exhaling mouth, shoulders relaxed, hands relaxed. Next exhale goes to the right and down, and inhale. Arms crossed in front, exhale, palms down. Shoulders are still relaxed, hands are still relaxed. Be in that flow. Dipping in the knees on the exhales. And after this exhale, arms come to chest height. We inhale the left hand down and back. Exhale, flow it forward. And then right hand. Inhale starts approximately when those hands cross. Good. And now inhaling the hands up and back. Exhaling down in front. Remember, it's perfectly okay for you not to be matched with what I'm doing. Keep your breath going. On those transitions, if you join in later, that's fine. Stay with the breath. And on the next inhale, we cross that left arm over, lifting under both heels. Finishing with the left arm, and we inhale the hands up on the left side. Exhale through center. Inhale up on the right side. Knees stay a little bit bent for this one. Palms face in the middle. And as they come out, one arm is out straighter. Finishing on the right side, we inhale at center and exhale. Send that left hand forward and across. Inhale it back in. Exhale, right hand. Dipping in the knees for our exhales, out the mouth. Slowing it down. Not the breath, but the hands. And on this exhale with the right hand, and then we inhale, the left hand crosses the chest, makes a loop. Exhale, left hand. Sorry, right hand. Inhale, left hand makes the loop. Exhale, right hand. And after this exhale, we're going to inhale that right foot forward and out. And exhale, reach down for the healing water. Inhale it up over the body. Pressing into the lower foot, right hand's on top as you come up. Rocking on the feet if that's comfortable. And after this next inhale, we'll stay upright and exhale a very slow flow forward. Inhale it back in. Still rocking on the feet. Using the wrists so that the hands stay soft. And after this exhale, we inhale the arms open. Exhale them towards each other. And after this exhale, we come to center, soft fists. Next exhale, that left one flows forward. Inhale it slowly back in, keeping the knees bent for this one. Remember, it can be just a little bend. pressing into the balls of the feet to create a foundation and protect those knees. And after this inhale, we'll exhale the hands down, dipping in the knees, and then inhale like a bird. And after this next one, we have the chi ball, inhaling it up on the left and exhaling it down on the right. At the end of this exhale, we'll reverse. Hands stay parallel to the earth. And after this exhale, we inhale left hand and right knee up, maybe a lift. And then exhale down. Finishing with the right hand up. And then we inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale out and down. Keeping the shoulders down and relaxed. Hands completely soft. Dipping in the knees on the exhales. The end of this exhale, palms meet. And we inhale, slow rotation up. Exhale, forward and down. And after this exhale, we'll step that left foot out. Left hand is down, right hand is up. And then inhale on the back foot, exhale on the front, looking towards the side of the hand that's down. And after this exhale, switch legs, take a full breath to do this, opposite hand in front. Inhale on the back foot, exhale on the front. And after this exhale, switching legs again, palms face, releasing that negative chi out the left leg and then out the right. Front leg stays straight, showing the ball of the foot. Hands are soft. Tummy hugged in. And after that right leg, we inhale the hands up over on the left, and then exhale, swoosh them past to the right. Switching which hand is on top. So the one that you're going towards is the top hand. Knees stay a little bit bent. And after this exhale, we have that clockwise loop on the inhale. And send the foot and hands to the left. And then counterclockwise, send it to the right. Remember, you're turning a little bit to the side as you do this. Good. And now, hands at the hips. On the next inhale, the knee comes up. Exhale, send the heel out. Inhale the knee up. Exhale down. Remember, this breath is a little bit faster than we've been doing. Finishing with the right leg. And then on the inhale, the arms make a loop. Exhale, send that right foot back. Inhale, loop. Exhale, send the left one back. Once again, we're turning towards the side. Not all the way to the side, but at a diagonal. And we'll finish with the left foot going back. And then inhale the softest up in front. Exhale, palms face forward and down. Switching directions after this exhale, the palms come forward and up. And the exhale down right in front of the body. Palms up on the inhale, palms down on the exhale. And let's keep going with this one, but slow it way down, focusing inward, feeling the flow of relaxation, the flow of chi through the body, perhaps right under the skin. Eyes might be closed, really feeling inside. And now playing with our chi ball. So you can expand and compress the chi, feeling that gentle pressure between the hands. You'll feel more the softer your hands are. You might hold it in stillness. You might move it around. And we'll slowly bring it up overhead. And then flow it through the head with our fingers. Flow it through the torso. Left arm and right. Left leg and right. And then bring that chi ball back in. And then into the belly, right hand first. Breathing into our body's center. And the battery that we've charged with our practice that holds the body's energy or chi. And then bringing those hands to the heart center. Feeling grateful for this practice and grateful for each other. And allowing this gratitude and connection to feel this battery here at the heart. The battery for our chi field, our electromagnetic field. And let's bring the hands to the top of the head now. Feeling the focus. So we imagine we look through the top of the head. Connecting to the universal chi. And I like to first connect to all the love in the universe. You might imagine a center of the love, like a bright star. A wonderful light shining back and forth between the top of your head and this star. Feeling yourself part of all of the love in the universe. And then opening up perhaps and feeling yourself flowing harmoniously with all of the chi that is. And I like the idea of flow because we can imagine those chis we don't want to attach just flowing by. And then we can invite the ones we do want in for a nice healing dance. And then opening our arms and hearts to each other. Let's feel that heart center again. Sending out our heart light to each other. Feeling the giving and the receiving of this wonderful bright light from our hearts. Feeling the flow of our circle. And feeling the star that we're creating as we send all of our loving light in to the center of the circle. And these waves of energy build and build and build, causing our star to be very bright, shining across North America. Shining back through us, let's draw that energy in. And then bringing the hands to the heart. Let's honor the light that we are, the light that we create together, this wonderful practice. Self and each other. Namaste.
Namaste. Hey, I had a cut finger before the class. It was like gushing, and Qigong's like this miracle. Like that bee sting didn't hurt that time, and it's wild. Which it healed so fast. I feel like an alien, just from doing the breathing. It's like it was a deep cut. I started with it actually was bleeding when I started the practice, and
wow.
it's gushing. It was amazing. That's such an amazing practice.
Wonderful. That's cool.
I don't know if you all were here one time. A bee stung me during the middle of it, and I breathed through it, and it was the least painful bee sting I've ever had with the deep breathing.
Mm-hmm. There's just a lot of healing energy right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Great.
And our energy does flow through our hands. That's why the soft hand's so important. That's why energy healing is done with the hands. We have a lot of energy flowing from the heart down the arms, out the hands. So, yeah.
My hands usually hurt all the time because I have rheumatoid arthritis. This is the only time I can say my hands go completely like non-existent. I don't feel them at all.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's good. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, yay!
Yay us!
Good job. It was a good Qigong today.
Yes.
Yes.
That's just one example of the healing that Yvonne had that's going on for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it.